Hello everyone, today we got nuclear news. Listen to this right here from Bitcoin Archive. White House, Bitcoin mining reports will be released in August. We know proof of work has to go, guys. So what does this tell us? It tells us that possibly there could be turbulence up ahead in the upcoming months, guys, because not only this isn't in September, the executive order will be taking place as well. The crypto executive order, right? So again, a few things are up on the horizon, guys. Let's be prepared. By the way, Tether, USDT, now has fell below 66 billion to 65 billion in market cap. Guys, some people are fleeing this asset, right? Looks like they are being audited. What's happening with that? Aside from that news, guys, which connects to this article right here, EU reaches agreement on crypto regulation framework. Oh, you don't say, guys, the EU, right? Blue skies, beautiful golden sun and blue skies, guys. There we go. Now, let's read this. Basically, 2 years ago, policymakers in the European Union sat down to talk about a new proposed crypto regulation framework called Markets in Crypto Assets. Last week, the European Parliament reached an agreement on the new regulations. Oh, there we go, guys. Again, we know regulations are inbound, right? But we don't have to worry. Why? Because we are invested into the right digital assets, which we'll see the measures implemented over the next few years. Isn't that interesting? Wow, next few years correlates with 2025 to say the least. I mean, it's like a big bang, quote unquote. Oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to state this, but towards the end of the video, we're going to be talking about XRP's price and the dollar index price as well, guys, because something interesting and fishy is taking place. So be prepared for that, because we have a lot to talk about today, guys. The EU's goal is to foster the innovation and development of crypto assets while maintaining their stability and ensuring consumers are protected legally. Unlike Gary, right, Jay Clayton, we have seen investors lose billions of dollars in recent crypto crashes. And with no regulations or protection in place, no helping hand is being extended to the EU citizens. Again, exactly what we were talking about all this time, guys. Basically, they need catalysts, right? They need these events to take place. Then they could come in with rules and regulations and laws, guys. Wow. And this changes all that, right? Aims to change that. Guys, problem, reaction, solution. It's actually the most hilarious things that are taking place right now. MiCA's objectives. Now, it has 4 objectives. Number 1, create a proper legal framework for crypto assets to be regulated, support and promote the development of crypto assets and the use of distributed ledger technology, establish suitable levels of consumer and investor protection, ensure financial stability, specifically relating to stablecoins. Wow, this is quite interesting, guys. Consumer protection. Gary, where is Gary? Now, anyone providing crypto-related services has to follow strict requirements to protect consumer wallets. Basically, most likely, this would have protected the users of Celsius and CoinFlex, right? Wow. It also prohibits any form of market manipulation involved in crypto markets. Come on now. There will always be market manipulation like there are in stocks right now, guys, right? Number 2, environmental impact. There goes another narrative. Wow. Come on, guys. Bitcoin will have to go unless it gets saved, right? Climate related impact. There's a lot of narratives brewing, guys. Compliance and stablecoins. There we go, guys. NFTs. NFTs are not included in the proposed framework. However, the European Commission will determine if NFTs also require regulation within 18 months. There we go, guys. Let's be prepared and see what takes place, right? Only time can tell, as we do see right there. XRP blockchain revolution will bring upon an era of trillionaires. Again, guys, we're moving into this new world. Listen to this.
there's this great excitement about blockchain, right? And that's kind of this underlying plumbing and this amazing new technology that's come out, and that's enabling things like Poet as a perfect use case. I mean, that wouldn't exist without the blockchain. It wouldn't be feasible in that fashion. And I think at the end of the day, you have to transport yourself back. For anybody who remembers the 90s, right? And when people thought that it was a good idea to lose money on sending 50 pounds of dog food across the country, and so I would say. It's a business, right? I don't care if it's a protocol, if it's a, whatever they want to call it, a project. I have problems with the term project myself, because I think you should look at it as a business, right? So if it was me, I would transport myself 5 years into the future, and I would look back at that person that is looking to invest and be like, is this really stupid idea? Is this something that actually can take off and eventually make money? And will this token, this is really important, not only will the company be successful, what is it that you're buying in this token? And it's really important, because a lot of times we've seen a lot of money be raised by some really well-known projects where I can very easily see the company being successful and the token holders not, and because the interests are not aligned. So I think you really need to think about that as a real investment, and dig deep into the details.
And, from the perspective of where we're at, for those of you who were involved in the internet boom, it's not even 1994 yet. There'll come a time when you'll realize that the wealth creation opportunity we've had here is much greater than the commercialization of the internet. That if the 90s gave us people who went broke, millionaires and billionaires, this blockchain revolution will bring upon the era of trillionaires. It's inevitable. Somebody will wake up, look at their phone, and say, "Oh my God, I don't know what you're going to do when you realize you have $1 trillion worth of something." Hopefully they're tokens that will be worth something in 5 years.
Ripple, XRP, guys. Again, come on. We are literally entering this new world, right? Where millionaires, billionaires, and trillionaires will be born, guys. Basically. It's basically called what? The quote-unquote, not even quote-unquote, guys, because it's actually going to take place, the greatest generational wealth transfer in history. We are basically at the forefront of everything, guys. Now, aside from all that, let's talk about the price and what is taking place currently. Squawkbox has tweeted out, quote, "Crypto really does seem to be imploding. Went from $3 trillion to $1 trillion. Why should it stop at $1 trillion? There's no real value there," end quote, says Jim Cramer. What an awful asset. NFT sold to you? Made up. Come on, guys. This is hilarious. You know why? Because if you go to this tweet, unreal. Jim Cramer says to buy the dip in oil stocks. Stay away from anything else. And guess what? That was the top. That was the top right there. We plummeted. He's awfully correct, but in the opposite direction. Bitcoin headlines like this make me think we are going to get a relief rally soon, as we see right here. Where will Bitcoin finish 2022? Under 10K? Under 20K? Very high percentages, right? Under 30K? Under 40K? And then above $40,000? 0%. 0%? That's absolutely crazy, guys. Usually the herd is incorrect, is wrong, which tells me Bitcoin will be above $40,000 before 2022 finishes. Right? Interesting. So far, S&P 500 is down 21% from the top, and Bitcoin is down 65%. When S&P 500 goes down 60%, Bitcoin will be down 90%. It is going to be a bloodbath, nightmare for many. But guys, I don't believe we're going to be entering a recession or a depression at this moment in time. Why? Because guys, I don't see people panicking or anything, right? It doesn't seem like it's going to be taking place now, guys. I do believe 2025 is the year where the collapse of the system takes place. The problem reaction 2024 and then 2025, the solution comes into play, guys. Which correlates with this tweet. So, the DXY strength freaking the markets out, right? 20-year high today. Guys, this is absolutely insanity. We're going to be talking about XRP, but first let's talk about the US dollar currency index. Why? Guys, this is on the daily chart. We have been pumping. Yesterday's candle was absolutely insane, guys. We went from 105 to 106, which is pretty crazy for the US dollar, right? In a single day. What does this tell us? Remember, there's two targets. One target is, I think, 108, and then the next target is, I think, 113 to 116, all the way up here. Which means cryptos dump heavily if this chart does keep pumping, right? But the question is, when will XRP bottom out? Remember, it's correlated. Everything's correlated at this point in time. So what I'm doing right now, my strategy is, guys, to watch for the DXY, what the US dollar currency index is doing at this time. And then when it does reach the target, right, of its targets, I'll probably start DCAing into XRP at that point, guys. So that's what I'm thinking right now. Maybe probably I should wait a little bit. Obviously not financial advice, but I do believe the DXY is going to be going up and up and up, guys. But then when we do bottom out, it's going to be a raging bull market. That'll be spectacular and mind-blowing, guys. So good things are upcoming in the horizon, to say the least. But anyways, that's hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys please leave a like, so I have so free to pretty much. It's an amazing day, guys. See ya.